Well, hello everybody. Happy Lionsgate. Whew. Lionsgate, why are the dragons involved? Right? We've got some big pieces happening today. Just came off of an incredible activation and uplifting for a specific role. One of our DragonHearts is connected to today, and all of my Quantum Flight and Lair DragonHearts came together. It was Powerhouse as well as my new Quantum Flight members. So I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to assume. All right, see someone popped in. If you could give me a thumbs up or let me know somehow that the sound is definitely working. For some reason, I have a brand new connector in. Just want to make sure we're a go. If you can hear me, would be super helpful. So, what are the DragonHearts doing all across the board here today? And the Quantum Flight. So, Kelsey, can you let me know? Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up or response in some way. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Jennifer. So, what's exciting is the new Quantum Flight sphere has been building very quickly. And they got to connect in as well energetically into this activation that went on. Because their sphere gelling so early, we're still almost 7 weeks out from start, which I never even do interviews this early. And the Dragons had me do all of the interviews very early. Well, not all, but I had 18 applications in and 18 interviews very early so that the majority of the sphere could be built and start gelling together to infuse this energy into it moving forward. Because this, I was shown as the completion team. This Quantum Flight group coming together starting in September is powerhouse to say the least, and has some big pieces to do globally. So super excited to see the coming together of the new DragonHearts coming in, the old DragonHearts coming together. And one of the things you're going to feel today is this, and it may feel like a lot of spinning energy. So as you tap into, I'm holding that space. We literally just came out of meditation about 10-15 minutes ago, and that's ongoing. That's a sphere that is outside of time and space that you can move into, and we've hit this trigger point in our timeline, but it's loosening the hold of that time-space continuum. It's moving us into the expanded field of the quantum new earth field. The piece that got activated with one particular Dragonheart in my group is connected to an 8-pointed geometry, 8-pointed star that has its core in the center of the planet, in the crystalline core, radiates out from there, and each of the 8 points then interconnects. And that's been in the works for some years. Apparently, we were shown a couple weeks ago that it was time for it to come online, that all 8 players connected to that we're ready globally. I don't know who they all are, but we were supporting the one that we do know and holding that space for that to come in, because when that lit up, when that activated just now, and you may have felt it in your time zone in a different, because it's outside time and space, so as soon as you connect in, you'll feel it. What that is doing, we were shown, is literally dissolving the barrier into, or the portals into the New Earth grid. So the grids have been constructed, but now they're becoming activated. So we got the first layer of connectivity going in. That's amazing and super exciting. Hello, Kanaya. With that said, unfolding pieces, we never know what's going to unfold. And so the beauty of what revealed was at the end of it, I watched Gaia on her level disrobe and release a layer of robing off of herself and stand on her own. And then Tiamat presented with both of her eyes looking directly at me. It's always been one eye, because she's had one eye towards the center. She's had one eye on Gaia and one eye on the surface. And I just now realize that, of why she was looking at me with both eyes, because she, I'm realizing now the significance of both eyes, but she showed me that she wrapped herself from Gaia. She has released Gaia. She's moved on to do something else, is taken it into a different space with that. So Gaia is moving into her fifth dimensional body, which allows us to move into our fifth dimensional experience with that and complete it, to stabilize the light field in our body. And that's just super exciting. I'm probably stumbling over my words because I'm still in that energy and it's still working in the background. And there is a lot of spinning motion with it. In fact, the spinning is getting stronger as I'm speaking, pulling all of you into that field. So there's a spin both externally and internally. There's one into the center, one out, and then like a toroidal spin that are happening. So, whew. That's interesting. That's the second big release sneeze that I had. I had one during the activation as well. Woo! All right, so that is a release of everything that we don't need to hold on to anymore. Letting all that slide out and go. Woo! Breathing that out and allowing yourself to tap into that sphere, into that spin. And it doesn't matter what time you watch this replay. We are outside of time-space continuum at this point. We are operating outside of the linear constrictions of what has been the 3D realm, and everything is opening into that. That means your body is going to move into more plasmic light. That started happening for me about 3:30 in the morning last night. Woke up and realized there was electrical current and what felt like cellular connectivity between all my cells in a new way. And the word plasmic light movement came in later. That's where we're moving into in ingesting it and operating within the plasmic field of connectivity, which is much more effective than where we've been in our 3D constraints and constrictions and sort of veiled off status. So just allowing yourself to breathe that in and to invite and intend. Many of you know that in the group feed, you've been seeing things from Marlene Uman Ra. She is a DragonHeart that has had her whole mission download, and she is right this moment. I can feel her operating a ceremony in Cape Town at Table Mountain. And so there's drumming going on and dancing and movement and chanting and light language. And she's got light language code that I recorded for that, playing with music that has been woven around that for her piece. And what she's doing is passing the first baton physically to the Lyran, who was ready to receive that from her as the portal guardian of Table Mountain. And in so doing, she is also in a bridge of activating that specific chakra. I may be wrong. I want to say it's a solar plexus chakra, but it could be the throat. It's one of those two. And allowing that fifth dimensional chakra to actually activate within your own body, to connect into it. So that will be the first of our fifth dimensional body chakras that connects into Gaia's chakras, because it's all about being plugged in. We are going to be fully interconnected. You can imagine a giant IT network with Gaia and us all in complete interconnectedness. That's where our telepathic bodies are going to become so important, and how we actually move into a communal harmonic. So that's going on. There's a bigger piece as well from another of my DragonHearts, Anushara, who has a incredible 16-pointed geometry coming together. And having that piece gel and complete, it's about infusing, and there's players in much higher cosmic realms as well as players on Earth, pulling that grid together and opening that into the flow of the cosmic Christ energy, which is a higher level of that coming in. So many big pieces, and that's just the DragonHearts. I know there are light workers all over the planet doing their piece today. You don't have to know who they are. Just happen to receive and allow your own in-breath to be bringing those particles of light into you, expanding them through your body and breathing them back out into this interconnected realm where we step into that next level of our ascension journey. I'm going to keep it probably fairly short today, just feeling like I wanted to connect in, share that energy with you. I can feel him in the space of it. Full light body connection with Tana, just really sitting within a field. It's vibrational. It's definitely still rotational, meaning there's a spin, but it's stabilized because it's in multiple directions, but it's stabilized within itself. So move into that in the level that you can, receiving that as I open and hold that within this larger sphere that I'm part of for the Love of Dragons family, and those dragons beyond that these replays get shared with. and whoever connects in and sees it pop in and knows, I need to watch that. Our whole YouTube connection family as well. So all of those that, particularly for my activation level, are connected in at the dragon level, but also allowing that to activate those around us as we interconnect as light family. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that. You can feel the field. I encourage you, rather than listening more to me, just sit within it for some time. Stay in it. Let it stabilize in your body. And really, really breathe deeply in and deeply out. That's going to help stabilize it. Big levels of energy. For some, it might feel like off the charts or destabilizing. It's not. It's stabilizing you into a new center point, a new level of your central pillar. And I realized, one of my guides showed me last night, they said, you're stepping into a much bigger framework of energy, and you keep acclimating to those. So big energies don't necessarily phase me anymore. And you might be at that same space too, where you're stepping into big energies, but they're just sort of like a ripple and okay, got it, I'm there. Because as we learn how to assimilate and integrate those energies, that's where we stabilize into it, and then it's not new anymore. It doesn't take us off guard as we move into those bigger and bigger frameworks. So if that's new for you, just allowing yourself to move in gently to the waters of what you're ready to receive, what you're ready to integrate, and then move into more. Even if it's a few days later, you can come back and re-listen to this and move into the next level. Keep feeling that until you no longer get an energetic expansion and hit from it. I would encourage that with any of the meditations that are out there that you use, particularly the dragon meditations that I do. There's always more pieces to get, and allow that to keep building within your body. It's bringing you up more and more and more vibrational plateaus. So I'm going to leave it for that this week. Much love to you guys. Obviously, you can feel, it's interesting to feel like I'm not off game, but my mental body is not processing in the same way. There's a bigger energetic shift going on there. And there's more light communication and telepathic communication going on. So I want you to feel that, because my messaging is not nearly as succinct or cohesive, I feel, in my delivery as you've been used to. And there's something bigger going on with the telepathic field and the energetic field connection. That is where the real communication is going on. So let yourself pay attention to that, receive that, as I learn to become coherent within this new energy field. And maybe we'll be doing a lot less talking and more of that the telepathic connection and communication with you guys. Beautiful to see. Big, big dragon hugs to every one of you in my dragon family. Even if I don't know you personally yet, we recognize each other from those higher planes of Dragon Realm, and that's why we are drawn together. So sending big dragon hugs out to you as well. And we will see you sometime next week. Take advantage of these doorways opening. Breathe in as much as you can. Bye for now.